Well, hello everyone. So this video is going to be about the chaos that's coming up revolving the Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is going to go retrograde from 3/14 through 4/6. So we're going to go ahead and pull some cards for each sign, but just know when Mercury goes retrograde, don't make any big purchases. There could be some communication issues, and there could be some scheduling conflicts or scheduling issues. So, take a breather, because we're also going to be in the Venus retrograde, which is 3/1 through, what was it? 4/12. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle some cards from the Energy Oracle deck, and let's just see what everybody gets. All right, so you might want to look at my video about the Venus retrograde, because that's also intense. Okay, so the Mercury retrograde is going to be in the sign of Aries and Pisces. So let's read Aries and Pisces first. Okay, so Aries, I have the door to value. So if you could just watch what you say, if you could just focus on practicing the pause, knowing it's Mercury retrograde, and not mouthing off at your supervisor or somebody at work, that more money is going to come your way. So that's for Aries, sun sign. If you relate to your sun, moon, or rising more, you can go ahead and pick the card for that as well. Okay, so now we're going to do Pisces, and I've got some anxiety here. So the Mercury retrograde is making you feel anxious, and just think about on the other side of anxiety is excitement. So just know you've done this before, many lifetimes of Mercury retrogrades. You can handle it. Take a breather and learn to go with the flow. Find a way to release your anxiety by doing something fun. And just know that if you get ready to do something fun, like go to a pottery class, or make something like a paint night, and then it gets shifted to another day, just don't worry about it, okay? Just go with the flow. All right, so Pisces, really have a process for releasing your anxiety around the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so next we're going to do Taurus. And Taurus, looks like you all are doing very well during this retrograde, and you have a lot of appreciation. You're appreciating your life. I think you're appreciating that, we are getting closer to the warmer months, and just looks like you're happy and you're sailing through this retrograde. So good job. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to shuffle some more for Gemini. Gemini, I've got, it looks like you're running. We've taken some action. You're moving forward in life. So just know if there's any, I also have the number 17 I was drawn to that. So just know that when you go to take an action and maybe there's some delays, don't get frustrated or don't get upset. Just keep moving forward. And, like, let's say a gig you have, it got moved to the following weekend. Don't fret, okay? This is just typical of Mercury retrograde, because it's just testing your patience, it's testing your strength, it's testing your communication skills and your ability to endure and go with the flow. All right, so next up we've got Cancer. Cancer, how are you going to handle this? Okay, wow, looks like I got an angel. That's actually the angel for Cancer as well. That's amazing. The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So you're calling in your assistant. You're calling in your angelic helper to help you for your throat chakra. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, look, you're like, Archangel Gabriel, could you just watch over what's coming out of my mouth, because Mercury retrograde's coming, and I don't want to say anything hurtful or stupid or or just lose it on somebody. Okay, so you've got an angelic helper. Call him in, Gabriel. All right, so next would be Leo. Oh, Leo. And this is actually your angel. Like, how does this happen? It's amazing. We've got Michael, so, and first chakra. So, with Mercury going retrograde, it seems like you could get triggered in your root chakra. So, once again, it's similar to Aries energy of fire. You want to watch your mouth because you don't want to affect your money, right? You mouth off at your loved one and then you got to go out and buy extra flowers. You know what I mean? So call Archangel Michael to help you through this retrograde. Okay. Next up, we have Virgo. Oh, and it literally just, wow, that's amazing. So you have an angel as well. So it looks like a lot of you are calling his assistant. Some aren't, but I've got the third chakra. So it looks like you might get triggered in your power. So somebody might trigger your power center in your self-esteem because you're like, oh, I thought we were meeting at 9. And the person says, no, it was 10 o'clock. Or, I thought we were going to meet on Tuesday. No, it's next Tuesday. And then you're questioning yourself. So call in Archangel Shamuel to assist you. Trust your gut. And things could kind of be moved around, but don't lose your self-confidence in yourself, okay? Awesome. Then I've got Libra. Libra, how are you going to handle this? Okay, so Libra, it looks like the Mercury retrograde it's also triggering your financial constraints. So maybe you've got to pay your taxes and you owe this year, or maybe something comes up like, oh, you need a new roof, or your dog has to go to the vet. So it looks like Mercury retrograde is testing you in your wallet because it's something that you didn't expect. There's some kind of purchase you have to make, or there's an extra bill, or whatever this is, and it's like, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to lose it because you're like, oh, I can't take one more thing? Or, let's say you need a new faucet handle, or just like goofy things, or something on your car, and it's like, I can't deal with this right now. I have a lot on my plate and I'm budgeting. So you have to figure it out. You're going to have to figure out how to budget, how to deal with things when they just come out of nowhere, and not lose faith, okay? And it looks like the number 13, which could also add up to 4. So don't lose heart when you get this extra something that hits your pockets. Because remember, life's abundant and you'll make up for it next month. Okay. So then we have Scorpio. Scorpio, how are you all going to handle this Mercury retrograde? Okay. Looks like you're handling it well. Okay, it's amazing. A happy family. So it looks like you're spending time with your family. You're not really focused on the Mercury retrograde this time. So I think you're used to things, getting moved around, and you are definitely learning to go with the flow. I think you've learned that. You've had some trauma, so you're like, hey, this moving this appointment's nothing, because I've had some serious stuff I've had to deal with. So this is nothing to me. So you're not really that focused on it, and you're mostly focused on your family and your bonds. And we got the number 4 here. Okay, that's heart chakra. All right, so Sagittarius. Let's see how you're going to handle it. All right. The Temple Path. So it looks like Sagittarius, this is the number 12. It could also add up to 1 plus 2 is 3. So it looks like you're just calling on your higher power and creating a space. So maybe you just see yourself in a gazebo and you're not letting things bother you. Or maybe you're spending time somewhere like, a church, a temple, maybe you have an altar, maybe somewhere outside where you just get, like you're going to do the release, you're going to go to your favorite tree and sit by it. You just go, oh my God, this Mercury retrograde is so annoying, but I'm going to release it here. So it looks like you need to have a temple. So where's your temple? Your temple could be in your heart, and you just go within, and there you create a space where you're like, I'm not going to let this bother me. So a temple path, Sagittarius, that's what's happening. Either create one or go within your heart and just create a protection or a beautiful space inside of you where those things just aren't going to bother you. And if you do get triggered, then go to somewhere beautiful out in nature and release it. Okay? All right. Aquarius. Okay, so I have attachment. So Aquarius, looks like you're a little bit, number 5, you're a little bit attached to this Mercury retrograde. You're a little bit like, why does it have to be right now where things are shifting so much? Because I have so much to do. So it looks like you're trying not to be attached to the outcome, but you're also kind of annoyed about it. So release any attachment and any preconceived notions about retrograde, but tread lightly, right? Like don't book your most favorite trip that you've always wanted to go during this time. Like, just be logical about it, right? I mean, just wait until after it's over. Because, even though you could say, well, I'm going to rebel against Mercury retrograde, and I'm going to make my trip when it is Mercury retrograde, and I'm going to show Mercury retrograde a thing or two. Well, what's the point? Just wait till after. Wait till things are a little bit smoother, because not only that, but other people could be acting out of character or getting frustrated, those that are unconscious during this time, because they don't understand that Mercury's retrograde. They don't understand they just bought a car and it was a lemon, or, they didn't read over a contract and they bought a house and then they didn't see that the septic needs to be worked on. I don't know, right? So just release any attachment around the Mercury retrograde, around the frustration of it, and the attachment around trying to overcome it or prove that it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so that's for Aquarius. And the last one is Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, I got the number 19, so 9 plus 1 could be 10. That could have some meaning for you. Rest and rejuvenation. So it looks like you're taking a break. You're like, okay, I already know it's Mercury retrograde and people could be extra right now. I'm not engaging. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to do my work, and then I'm going to go and rest. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to get some Reiki, read a new book, watch my favorite show, and not put myself in a position where I could be disappointed, because I already know I've lived through this before and it can be a little bit of a hiccup. So it looks like you're taking heed and you're resting and rejuvenating yourself during this time. That's great. Okay, so look for my other video on the Venus retrograde and the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. All right, have a good one and call in your angels. Release that anxiety. Take the actions, spend some quality time with your family, but also rest. So just take heed. Look at the cards for your sun, moon, and rising that I just gave, and also look for your partners so you kind of know how they're handling it. Okay? Sounds good. Take care. Bye.